It's Joe.
To prove I could handle owning my dream pet, I first had to look after a series of other creatures, each one bigger than the last.
OK.
Well, so let's start with the dream pet, shall we, that we're working towards.
OK, what's the dream pet?
The dream pet was a lizard.
Whoa,
lizard.
I would have picked a bigger dream pet than that.
And
You'd have to, wouldn't you?
And what was the sequence of animals you had to work up to?
So I started off with woodlice.
Woodlice?
Yeah.
Woodlice. They make a lovely pet.
Basically, what happened was, my mum said, you can't have a lizard. You need
How
to prove...
big was your lizard that you were hoping for?
One that could, like, fit on my forearm like that.
That big?
Yeah.
An iguana? A big
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
You're not thinking of a crocodile?
No. So my parents were like, if you want to get a lizard, you obviously got to prove that you can look after animals.
And how did you prove with the woodlouse that you were a responsible owner?
I had to just look after them for a week and keep them alive for a week.
How did you do that with the woodlouse?
Just let them get on with it. Turns out they're pretty good. They can look after themselves.
So you took a woodlouse from under a stone.
And a log.
And under a log, great.
I'm sure it wasn't a vlog.
What are you doing?
Writing that joke
All
down.
right, yeah. So you took the woodlouse, and what did you put it in?
In a little plastic container.
With food or with...
Bits of the log, bit of grass, that kind of thing.
Sounds like lousy accommodation.
Don't write that one down, Rob. At the end of the week, it was still alive.
Yep.
And your parents said, great, it's time to upgrade to
Stick insects.
Oh, where did you
Quite a big
find
jump.
that?
So my cousin had some, and I was
Yeah.
really jealous of them, and I really liked them, so he gave me some of his. And then I looked after them for a bit.
How did you look after them?
I had, like, an empty, like, lollipop jar.
What had to happen to the woodlouse, though?
I forgot about it. They were actually quite boring pets. They don't do a lot.
They're not very affectionate, are they? Woodlouse. But it wouldn't be better if they were.
The thing is...
I'm not sure. Go into the garden, all the woodlice are bounding up to you, trying to lick your face. I'm not sure.
That's the thing.
And how long did you have to keep the stick insects alive?
Just for another week.
And then at the end of that week...
This is where it all changed.
Oh,
so then was
okay.
my first trip properly to the pet shop.
Right.
Horse.
I then got 2 giant African land snails to
right.
look after, and that was a whole different ball game. You've got to keep them moist at all times. So you've got to make sure it's, like, warm and wet, because they like that. That's when they're
Right.
most active.
So what did you keep them in?
A big container, like a big, like what you put, like, stuff in and put it under your bed. What's it called?
Drawer?
That's it, like one of those plastic drawers.
Lovely hot,
Yeah.
wet drawer.
Yeah.
Great.
Did you give these land snails names?
I did, yeah. Stanley and Shelley.
Named after...
Shelley. I like that.
Shelley, because...
Shelley.
Yeah.
Write that one down, Rob.
Yeah.
You may be good at dancing, but I'll decide which jokes make my book.
OK.
What was the next step after the snail?
The next step would have been the lizard.
Yes.
But it's the fact that I had these snails for so long, I just got bored of wanting any pet. It made me realise that maybe I'm not ready for
Very
any pet.
good parenting,
Yeah.
I would say, isn't it?
Literally waiting for the snails to die put you off the lizard.
All right, what do you think?
It sounds believable.
Sounds
Does sound
believable. I think it's true.
You think it's true? So, Joe, were you telling the truth then, or were you telling a lie?
It is, in fact, true.
Yes, it's true.